Like most college and grad school students, Kelly was a renter. She always hoped to own a home of her own after graduation. And after a few rental experiences, she was ready to educate herself about her home ownership options.
I had a really great landlord for a couple of years, and then I had a couple of really bad landlords for a couple of years. So for me, I was just so frustrated with paying someone else to not take care of a home that I was living in.
What worried her most was her student loan debt and the impact it might have on her ability to qualify for a mortgage.
I was really nervous about getting approved for a home loan just because of my student debt and because I'm young. I think when I started my full-time job in April is when it really became time for me to decide I was ready to buy and start moving forward with it.
Kelly turned to INHP to understand what she could comfortably afford with student loan debt. She didn't want to upend her lifestyle.
I mean, I worked really hard on building my credit up, and my credit wasn't my concern, but it was my debt that I thought might be a barrier. So in my first consult, I was very apprehensive of will they even want to see me, and I was very surprised at how well the first conversation went. So for me, it felt like they had my best interest in what I could realistically afford as to what I could, afford on paper. They really took a look at and helped me figure out what my monthly budget looked like and what was going to be comfortable for me as opposed to what could just be possible.
Armed with the unbiased information INHP provided, she stepped into her home search with confidence.
I fell in love with this home very early on. Like within a week of I don't think I'd even officially been pre-approved yet, and I was stalking Zillow. So this house is really my motivating factor. I just wanted to be in it so badly. What really got me about this house is the woodwork inside. The second was the big covered porch. I just love the huge porch and the huge portrait windows. It just felt homey and just charming and old, and like it had a lot of stories to tell.
Even with her student debt, Kelly qualified for home loans from multiple lenders and from INHP. She chose INHP's Mortgage Accelerator home loan, which will help her pay off her home in as few as 20 years.
For me, it was a no-brainer to go for a lower interest rate and a 20-year term as opposed to a 30.
Kelly achieved her home ownership goal with the help of INHP. Now she and her foster dogs can live comfortably with the confidence that she can meet all her financial obligations.
I think the biggest change that I felt in my life since purchasing the home is just a sense of calm and security and having a place to come home to that I can really call my own.